prepared to have the facility be a safe space for you guys to come, just how we've always wanted it to be and how it's always been. A place you can come and be yourself and hang out with your friends and get better, in a safe space. So right now we're gonna take you through a little walkthrough for the facility and update you on some things we've been doing.
Yeah, so let's head back into the gym, guys. And Mike's gonna talk to you a little bit about our capacity and our social distancing measures we have in place.
So if you've trained here before, you know that we've always made capacity a priority. We've always used the MindBody app to sign in, control the number of members that are at the gym at one time. And when we first opened, obviously our biggest priority for that was to help maintain the flow of the gym, make sure that everybody has their own space, moving from one exercise to the next without areas getting congested. So we've kind of always been practicing social distancing with how we write our programs in the gym and how we allow our sign up to occur. But now we're just going to step up our game with that. We're going to decrease our class capacity, how many people will be in the facility at a time, and we're not sure what that number is going to be right now. But we know that it's going to be lesser than it previously was to allow I suppose for even better flow, even more space in between individuals, and allow for more time for cleaning and sanitation to occur. So with that said, Dan's just gonna chat a little bit. I know we've always I OCD about how clean this place needs to be. If you know me, you know that's the case. But how we're stepping up and adding in more kind of cleaning, sanitation, organization measures.
Yeah, and for a lot of you guys who come in here, one of my favorite things I hear when someone walks in the door is how clean this place looks, and we take a lot of pride in making sure this place is a clean space when people come in here, and we keep it clean throughout the day. And there's times where Mike and I, especially during the summer or the winter, we're mopping and vacuuming the floor 5-6 times a day, it seems like.
Yeah.
And that's just in our effort to keep this place clean, and that was before any of this happened. So we're going to continue our meticulousness in keeping this place clean. And we're gonna, step our game up and make sure that this place is cleaner than it's ever been. So we've done some things to make sure that we can do that to the best of our ability. Now, a couple of things we have done for you guys is we've added in multiple new hand sanitizer stations. There's going to be 4 of them in here, and when you break that down per square foot, you get a lot of hand sanitizer for your buck. We've always had our soap and things like that in the bathrooms. We are going to increase the amount of spray sanitizer that you can find on the facility to make sure that the equipment that you're using continues to be safe for you, and that you can, when you finish your workouts, make sure it's safe for the next person. And we'll come around and sanitize that stuff too. So it's getting double dip in terms of continuing to sanitize that equipment. And on top of that, one of the biggest things people are talking about when it comes to this whole scenario is airflow. And for those of you who've been here, you know that we love to have the doors open. It's one of our favorite times of year where the weather's nice and we can pop those doors open, and it feels like you're working out outside. It's a nice spot to be. In addition to that, probably a lot of you didn't know, we have this fancy contraption up here on top of the bathrooms here. It's been here since day one, and it's, instead of an ornament, it's actually an air exchange unit, and that's going to allow us to move air from inside the facility to outside the facility. And we're going to continue to utilize that as a way to keep this place clean and keep this air moving, and follow those recommendations and guidelines that the CDC is putting out for us. And we'll continue to adapt and change based on what they tell us. That being said, there's a lot of guidelines that are going to come down the pipeline. But as far as we're concerned, here's some things that we're going to do to make sure that everyone who comes in the door, should be here and can get a safe workout in and keep the other people in the gym safe.
Definitely, and I don't want all of this to be scary to anybody. I mean, when you come in, your training program will still be your training program. And yeah, there may be some slight changes, maybe things like manual resistance where we're hands-on isn't going to be there to start. But you're going to still come in and have the same good experience, training with your friends, having fun, laughing. But these measures are just going to be in place to just ensure the safety, of everybody that's in here, and that we're not, kind of adding on to the potential spread of this virus. So another measure that we're taking along with sanitation and social distancing, is going to be stepping up our screening for our employees, surveys and temperature checks prior to their shifts, and then also for members. And like I said, it's a fluid situation, but as of right now, we already have linked up to our mind body a screen. So say you wanted to sign into class tomorrow at 4. And I wish that we were having class tomorrow at 4, but if you were to sign into class tomorrow at 4, you would have an opt-in email or a text message that would send you a link to a survey. Right now we have 3 yes or no questions. You answer yes, it's going to mean that you're not safe to come to the facility that day. You answer no on all 3, you're clear to come in. And also temperature checks for members is something that we're looking into doing, and if when we are allowed to open, that is going to be the safest measure. We're all on board for keeping all you guys safe and doing that. So with that said, we've covered some social distancing, our sanitation, some screening we want to do to make sure you guys can come in here, have fun, be with your friends, work out, and stay safe. Dan's just going to show you a couple other changes we've made to the facility just to ensure your safety.
Awesome. So why don't you guys follow me to start here. Come on over. I'll show you. We got our some things we're adding to to our ability to stay sanitary. You're going to have a choice of some gloves if you want them. We have all of our spray sanitizer that you'll be able to continue to use. You can carry it around with you if you want it. We've also invested in, Mike's going to toss me one right here, our own CDSF masks, right? These are nice masks we got, so you guys can come in and pick up one of these so that we're not spreading our vapor all over the place. We're pretty excited about our masks, actually. If you didn't see our photo shoot, Reese had one on, and it's not the cutest thing I've ever seen. I don't know what is. Follow me over here. One of my favorite new things that we've added to the gym is a new water fountain. The old one was unappealing. We want to keep your mouth away from that spigot, so we've got our new water fountain. I'm gonna test it out right here. If I can open up this Hydro Flask, kind of a wimp, but awesome. No touch. You put it right underneath here. That thing's gonna fill up your water bottle for you. You don't have to touch anything. The only thing you got to do is touch your own water bottle. And when you're done, just pull it away and you're good to go. And it'll even tell us how many water bottles we have saved.
What we saved in the past
so far. So we've got nine water bottles saved so far.
That's not bad.
So we're doing pretty good. Again, as I mentioned before, we have a lot of our new hand sanitizing stations. And Mike mentioned our gym really was already set up to be socially distanced as well. So we've done that. We've also repainted some of the walls, give a nice new aesthetic for you guys. You'll notice a nice coat of new type of paint in the bathroom floors as well. It'll be a lot easier for us to keep that clean. We're excited about all these changes that we've made so far. If I missed anything, Mike, if you want to jump in.
Dan, done a great job, and like I said before, guys, we want this to still be the same fun community experience, working out, learning to enjoy working out, building good habits, hanging out with your friends, making new friends. Just given today's times, there need to be some additional measures kind of put around all of those great things that you get to experience when you come here with us. So we just wanted to use today just to talk about, kind of those new, parameters or those new protocols that we're going to put in place. But hey, nothing's going to change in terms of, your awesome training program, hanging out with the coaches here, laughing with your friends, petting Reese. All those things are going to stay the same. We just want to make sure that this is a safe space for you and your family and your friends and the community to come to. So we'll keep you guys updated as we learn more. Like I said earlier,